Start the stream. And YouTube stream should be up and live. And I'll post that to Google Classroom here in a moment. Meanwhile, let's see if we can move on to the next slide. All right. So, this is hybrid learning, right? Isn't it fun? It's awesome. Yay, we can come in and sit down and wait for the technology to catch up. Right? I'm glad you're here, though. Really am. That makes things a lot easier, I think. I know I don't get much work done sitting at home. I'd much rather be sitting here and actually accomplishing something. So I'm going to try to ease you into it. We don't have a ton of work to do this week, but I do want to get something done. And so I think the first thing I need to do is introduce myself. Slide will catch up in a moment. Right? My name is Mr. Apple. I went to the University of Notre Dame and got my bachelor's degree in physics. That was my starting point. It was then after that I got certified to teach mathematics from Concordia, Chicago. This is my third year teaching. In case you didn't know by the room before, I like Batman. He's awesome. Despite not having any actual superpowers, he is one of the premier top-end members of the Justice League, saving the world with the best of them. So that says a lot. I think that's an example we can all strive to more realistically become. It just might require endowment of $1 billion or so, but you know, you can still do it, right? I like learning stuff. I like having fun, and I try to blend the two together. So my hope is that this class will still be somewhat fun. Okay? It's going to be different from any math class you've experienced before. That I can promise you. And it's not just because we're doing the whole hybrid online thing. Okay? And it's not just because it's geometry, which is a very different sort of a topic. Okay? It's going to be a unique experience, and I hope we can enjoy it together. All right. So that is me. I do want to point out ahead of time, just so you're aware, right? We are in a Catholic school, right? So the assumption is that most people are Catholic or Catholic aware, right? I myself am Lutheran, which is another denomination of Christianity. That's one of the Protestant groups. Okay. At this point, modern times, belief-wise, I believe all the same things about God and Jesus. I just don't think the Pope is all that important. It has everything to do with it. Okay? That's the main difference there. Politically, I go libertarian. Okay? So I know how involved you are with politics and the news, Republican versus Democrat. I don't like either one. Okay? And I go libertarian. That's the So, if anything comes up, that's where my bias is. Right? Now, what about you all? Who are you? I need to get to know you. So, first thing I would like to do, and we'll start with the people in the room, and then I'll get to folks hanging out on Discord. Who are you? And what do you do? What have you done that makes you awesome? I want you to stroke your ego a little bit. Right? Think positively about yourself. My name is Mr. Apple, and I like Batman. That makes me awesome. Batman's awesome. My name is Mr. Apple. I went to the University of Notre Dame. That's an accomplishment. That makes me awesome. My name is Mr. Apple, and I taught summer school this summer. got to test out this whole hybrid model. I did a thing. Right? Really into something. I know a lot about that thing, but that's cool. Accomplish something, that's cool. Any of those, right? Come up with something. Doesn't have to be the most major award-winning event ever. But what can you be proud of about yourself? That's what I want to know. So let's start over here. Oh, and when you speak here, because of the whole math thing, I ask you to stand up and project. Your voice needs to fill the room. You got to speak at 8th grade graduation. That's cool. Right? Not everybody got to do that. Nice. Thank you, Christopher. Like drawing. Excellent. What kind of stuff do you draw? All kinds of stuff? Okay. If you have a specific genre, somebody really like drawing like anime or anything, so real portraits. No? Everything. All right. Awesome. Go here, in the Adidas. State championships. 2 years ago. 2 years in a row. Even better. That's awesome. Thank you. Okay. Volunteer at the library. Cool. What kind of things do they have you doing there? Oh, nice. Helping the kids at the library. I like it. That's awesome. Thank you. You play volleyball? Nice. What's your favorite position? What? Anything. You cover it all. You do the whole field. Right? Serve it, spike it, set it, all that. Excellent. Back row. Play soccer? Favorite position? Left what? Left defense. Okay, you don't let that ball get past you. Right? I played soccer as a kid. I liked defense. It's great. Every night? Every night you cook the dinner. That's incredible. All right, that's pretty awesome. I like it. What do you like to cook? Oh, you gotta have a favorite though, right? Most fun? No? Style, type of cuisine at least, you can narrow it down? Okay, do you plan this out every week? Or you just go in every day and you like, just make it up as you go? All right, that's actually more impressive. Okay, cool. All right, and then we still have, I'm trying to get to Classroom to post the YouTube link. So bear with me one moment here, and then I'll get to the Discord peoples. Okay. link and post it. Okay, that should be going. So who do we got on Discord? You got, okay, if you're not assigned for today, you get a pass on Discord. I want to hear from you on your assigned day. So then, Naomi, you're up first. Go ahead and unmute yourself and give us an introduction. Oh, it's lighting up, but I can't hear you. Speak up or get closer to the microphone. Here's something. I know it works, Naomi. We heard something like you scraped or moved the machine. No? I'm not hearing from you, Naomi. All right, how about Sarahi? Sarahi? Sarahi. You're in there? Why don't you give it a try? Unmute yourself, see if we can hear you. Not hearing from her either. Okay. We'll have to work on that. I understand that technology is a challenge. That is true. But we're not going to stop fighting. We'll keep trying it out throughout.
Naomi.
Oh, hey! I can hear you now. Naomi, hello. Well, it almost worked. Alright, I'll have to come up with something later. For now, let's go on. Try to get something done for today. So, so sorry folks in Discord. We'll try to come back to you if it works. I mentioned that geometry is going to be different. This course is going to be different. There's going to be a lot of concepts to keep up with, new things, new ideas. So if you ever feel lost, there's the place to go. The master schedule, posted on Google Classroom. Has everything planned out, when, where to find it, what we're doing on what day, what is due, what our objective will be, what topic we're covering, the activity or type of activity we'll conduct in class. This is the thing that we'll be doing here today during this time of day, and anything else, any extra practice and exercises that you would do on your own outside of this time would be listed under the homework category. Although in this case, these two links are just extra links for today, for these days, because I ran out of space. So if you finish today's work in class, you don't have any homework. That'll be true most of this week. You're welcome. I'm trying to ease you into it. So I want to start today with figuring out what is geometry. What does that class entail? Obviously, you're in math class, right? That's the category. We're at school, we're in math class, so we have some expectations. Math class usually involves, that's the one with all the numbers in it, right? As opposed to history class. Well, wait, history class has some numbers in it too, right? Like dates and stuff, right? So then there's something that sets math class apart, and there's something that sets geometry, makes it different from last year. We want to find out what that is. So what I need you to do is on Google Classroom, there is the assignment for today, the Monday classwork. It has a Google Doc attached to it. Go ahead and open up that attached Google Doc. And Google Classroom should have created your own unique copy of my document. So it's not a shared document, this is your own copy. Okay. You'll type into your own copy, type all your answers there, and then when you submit, right, it will be sent in, and I can see it. And what I want you to do is walk through this document, and it'll guide you through a series of questions asking about, hey, what do you think geometry is? You've heard this term before. Start there. Begin with our intuition. What do we think of when we think of geometry? What do we definitely not think of? What can we exclude? Okay. And then after that, we will work to define geometry, take those ideas, work it down to get an actual single definition. I'm guiding you through that process there. You can read it. This is designed so that it could be done on your own. But if you do have questions, please let me know. Anyone have any technical difficulty finding, opening the Google document? But I got there, see it, and answer. Thanks. Okay. There will be references to other materials, links from that post. such as this one. This is a blog by a math teacher, Math with Bad Drawings. So he would not define himself as an artist. He likes to draw stick figures. Right? And he says that math is really hard to define. Right? Some of the other ones, sciences, make a lot more sense. Biology is all the science about life. Right? Okay, well, if you were to say math is the one with all the numbers in it, that doesn't quite cover it because, in fact, there's actually a lot of math that does not involve any numbers at all. You may recall when you started algebra, we suddenly started adding letters to it. Right? Shoot. Well, now we can't just define it as the one with numbers. We also have to include more stuff. So that alone should key you into part of the problem, right? It's science numbers, quantity maybe. Right? None of these quite ring true. So if you want to read the rest of this, you can. It's linked there. Just to give you an idea, he doesn't really give a final answer here. And this is part of our issue. We want to go more specific with it, right? He's just defining math. We want to do the same process for geometry. So let's assume we know what math is. Can you narrow in and tell me what geometry is? Does that make sense? We'll be talking about this all week, right? So there's not a single right answer. I want to know what you think. Answer those questions based on your knowledge. And then we'll go through them and talk about it more the following days. Okay, we've got 5 more minutes here. So please pause wherever you are in that defining of geometry. And go ahead, we'll finish that sometime later today. Turn your attention to the quizzes code on the board. Please now prove to me that you have read the syllabus as I asked this weekend. Join this quiz. Answer these 8 questions. Go to joinmyquiz.com, enter the code 053360. You'll need to log in with your CRSM email if you have not created the account already. And we'll do this one live now. I will also be posting a separate code version on Google Classroom after school. For those that missed it, or if you desire to retake it to improve your score. I won't say how many times you can do that because that's one of the questions. Okay. Take another 30 seconds here. You can still join in after I press the start button. Let's get these 6 people started. Same code, it will then be at the top of the screen once we begin. Alright, go ahead and stop the YouTube stream there. Thank you all for tuning in.